All right, then. Welcome to the David and Oscar podcast. This is going to be the official episode 5. We're recording this at like 12 a.m.
Wait, hold on, let's check this out.
Oh,
It's 11:32.
11:32.
11:32.
I recently came out of a 10-hour shift, and me and Oscar have been having a rough day.
That's tough scenes right now.
And low key, we don't feel like recording a pod, but honestly, like with the topics that we want to cover, and before Oscar's leaving in a couple of hours, actually.
Yeah, literally like in 7 hours.
Oscar's leaving in 7 hours to go to college, and we want to record another pod to have 2 in the stash. By the time you see this, Oscar's going to be
Yeah, I'm long gone. I'm not here
long
anymore.
gone.
I'm a pigment of your imagination.
Oscar is long gone. So yeah, I mean, we'll both be probably angry at ourselves if we didn't record this pod because of the topics that we wanted to cover.
No, yeah.
But yeah, welcome again. But okay, one thing. Where do I even start with the topics, bro?
I don't even know. I'll let you take the wheel.
Okay, we were gonna record this pod at like 2 today during my lunchtime. And
like it just never recorded.
It just crashed or something like that.
It recorded 8 minutes and then it just said nah.
Yeah. So now we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I just want to say, if you have anything in your mind, because okay. I have been struggling with chasing money and not purpose. Okay? Money, if you chase money, it will just leave you empty. You're just going to be wanting more and more and more, but yet, it just doesn't satisfy. The little things that you could buy, it just, it'll make you happy for a little bit, but then from there, it's long gone. When I say chase purpose, I mean whatever goal you have in your mind, whatever you're trying to accomplish, right? I feel you should 100%, no matter what other people think, go ahead and, take it. Go for it. Even though, other people may doubt you or may question, your goal, if it's aligned with God's will, God will make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, low-key, I'm so sorry. And like, we're just, kind of out of it right now.
Low-key, yeah. But I guess to add to that, kind of like from personal experience and kind of branching off into like this other subject you're probably gonna bring up later about pleasing people. Like, honestly, dude, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Like, no matter, like, I mean, I know you probably have experiences, everyone has their own little experience, but, more along the lines of, like, a lot of people tend to invest their purpose or their money or their beliefs into something that, in the end yields no reward. I mean, like, for example, with me, I invested a lot of my personal purpose on like pleasing the people around me, whether it was like impressing my teachers, impressing parents, impressing family members, whatnot, right? Ultimately, to be honest with you, I yield absolutely nothing from it. I feel like I came out worse from that exchange than I did when I started, right? So when I say that the best investment you can make is in yourself, is because you can invest in a house and still lose money. You can invest in a car and still lose money. You can invest in stocks and still lose money. But if you invest in yourself, if you put that energy towards a goal and you're confident when you speak of that goal and of that work that you put in, then you will yield the rewards. I've never met someone that's worked astronomically hard and came up short. Like, never. Because, I mean, you could maybe stumble. I mean, there's for sure is failure along the way. Like, the road to success is very rocky. Nobody said it was easy. But to say that someone worked their absolute hardest and just ultimately failed would be a lie. Because even if you did lose, if you worked your hardest, you won already. You won something. You know, you became something that most people thought you couldn't be. So that in and of itself is a success, I would say.
Yeah, makes sense. And low key, yeah, even though if you do come short, you take from that experience, you learn from it, you learn from your mistakes, and you continue, you know, to win. So even if you lose, you take that L, you know, and you turn in, you turn it into learning, you know.
Oh, it's like that one saying: first you learn, and then you take away the L.
I don't know. I try to make a saying, but I
Let
actually butchered it, bro.
just let him think for a second.
No, bro. No, bro. No, it's okay. It's okay.
As in, first you learn, and then you take away the L. As in, learn, take away the L from learn.
Earning.
Yeah. So first you learn, then you take away the L. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. But yeah, low key.
One brain cell podcast at 12
Bro,
a.m.
bro, low key, bro. People, if we even do clips on this,
None of this is clippable, brother.
bro. If we do clips on this, bro, it's like people from like that have no context are gonna be like, this podcast is so dead. Like,
I know, right? So
like,
people are gonna think that this pod is so unenergetic,
yeah,
not lively at all.
yeah. But honestly, the reason why we wanted to record it right now is because so you could guys get like the all of us basically the pure, I guess, a pure raw podcast of us, even at our highs, like when we have a bunch of energy and when we're laughing, and even at our lows, Oscar, you're probably, honestly, I don't really know what you're dealing with right now,
Yeah.
because you told me you're like, bro, I'm just not it right now.
No, I'm not in right now.
And you even told me you're like, we can't do the pod,
Yeah, I did say that.
And honestly, after work, it was rough, obviously, but low key, just going through something mental, just, I guess, losing someone, that meant a lot to me, you know, recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Um,
Saying this is news to me. I'm sorry.
no.
I just
It's
tried to put it
not
that way.
losing someone like, oh, they're dying. No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I thought you were
No,
insinuating.
no.
I got serious for a second.
No. I mean, it was more like losing someone that, that's, special to me type of thing, I guess, like, trying to let go.
Dude, I'm sorry, but do I know this? Do I know
I
about
think
this?
you know of the person. It's recent. Okay, me and Oscar, we kind of set a little plan for each other, right? For me, I'm trying to, lock in and actually like step it up, focus on myself more instead of going out and like just with people and stuff like that. That's basically not going to get me anywhere, And let's just say I'm kind of distancing myself from this one person, that obviously hurts, but
I think I know what you're talking about.
I feel like it's for the best because we're on completely different boats,
Yeah.
and it's just like, no, bro, like I'm just gonna be, if I stay on this boat, bro, I'm just gonna sink with you, type of thing.
Yeah. You ever listen to NF Running?
Yeah.
Yeah, recommend. Song goes hard.
Okay, yeah, but as we were saying, right, actually people would actually bring up, to my brother and not make fun of him, but be like, tease him of like, oh, when's your brother gonna pick up the next, when he's gonna post the next pod or something like that, or like, oh, like I can't believe like they would think that would work or something like.
Really?
Like that.
Has there actually been comments like that? Like actually, for
like little things. I think so. I may have misheard from our, from a, like, from my brother, but like them coming up to him like that kind of like rubs me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
rubs me the
bro,
wrong way
leave
too.
my brother alone. Like, he doesn't have anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
For real?
Like, this is what I want to do. This is something that me and Oscar actually want to take serious. Maybe not like to completely do for a living or anything like that, but in a way as a stepping stool of like to see what's up, you know, because I don't know what I'm gonna do in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like completely honest with you, I do not know what I'm gonna do in my life. You probably relate to that.
Absolutely, I have no idea.
But we're taking this as a stepping stool, you know, like it's because I don't want to fit in, you know, I don't want to fit in. I want to actually do something. I'm not saying that like, oh, if you want to go ahead, if your goal is to become a teacher, or if your goal is to become a police officer, a fighter, a nurse, you know, a vet, something like that. I'm not saying, oh, you're fitting in. No, I'm not saying that at all. You know, it's just that I, I don't know. Like I want to take a little leap of faith. You know,
For
see
sure.
where life takes me. You know, because right now I'm working a 9 to 5, or I guess you could say a 1 to 10, or 12 to 10,
Oh,
but
that's it. Yeah.
um, and it's not fun. You know, like don't get me wrong. I mean, my job's cool, right? But just like busting my butt off for like those hours and barely getting any pay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get filled from that. You know, I want more. Even though I'm absolutely tired, I still want more because it's like, bro, I'm not getting anything. You know?
Yeah.
Because with everything with the world right now, bro, money just flies. You know, just it's gone. You know, you work so many hours for this amount of money, and it's just gone in a little like something could happen or anything like an emergency or whatever or something. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's just gone like that, and it's like I spent all that time just for that, just to be gone in a couple seconds. Like
Yeah.
really, like it's really tough. You know, and I don't know what I'm gonna be or what I want to be, but you know, may God lead the way. But one thing's for sure is that I want to live to the point where if my wife wants to go ahead and work, she could go ahead and work. But if she doesn't want to work, she could go ahead and relax at the house. You know, I want to
Sure.
live to the point where I could just be comfortable. I don't have to worry about payments. You know, like I don't have to look at the receipt most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be so conscious of, oh, I spent so and so, oh, I have this much left. You know, I don't want to be like, I don't want to stress about that, you know?
Okay, but just so we're clear, I will
Mm.
warn you before you continue on the money rant. You are well aware money does not buy happiness, right?
Money does
But
not
do you
buy
know what it does buy?
What does money buy?
Money buys freedom. I've
True.
learned that recently.
Really?
Yeah.
What do
I
you mean by
mean,
that?
because you can be sad in a trash can, but you could also be sad in a Lamborghini. However, if you have millions of dollars or just a good payroll, you can afford to go to the Bahamas tomorrow and call off sick for the rest of the week. If you have the financial liberty. So that's why I say that money buys freedom, because in a way it does. Freedom buys you good health. Freedom buys you good health. See, this is the 12 a.m. stuff I'm talking about. Money buys you health. Well, obviously health is very temporary, right? Because eventually time beats all humans. But at least for now, it buys you decent health. Money buys you a good house, a good car. It buys you time, essentially.
Mm.
But not infinite time. But that's why I say freedom, not happiness, because you could still be sad in a Lamborghini.
Mm. And that's what, like, that's basically what, like a recent clip that I uploaded on Instagram from Vic Blentz, where it's like, oh, don't chase money, chase purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Um, we sometimes really become like all focused up on the money aspect, you know, when we really are blinded of like what really matters at times.
You know what's funny to me?
What?
And like you're kind of opening my eyes right now, because literally a few hours ago, a shout out to Freddie. I'm shouting someone different out now. He literally came to the house. Bro just spawned in. Like I don't know where he came from.
Wait, today?
Yeah, he just spawned in. Like I heard he called me. I heard him walking. I'm like, yo, Freddie, you're in Bullhead? He's like, yeah, I'm going out for a jog. And then we started talking for like 3 minutes. He's like, all right, man, open up. And then I pulled up.
Really?
Yeah, he shaved his mustache. He looks pretty different. But anyways, point is, that's besides the story, or besides the point. No, Freddie pulled up, and we had a conversation. And I mean, in the back of my head, like when we're talking, we talk about academics. something that I'm sure you're well aware of, and I'm sure many people that probably watch this that know me are well aware of. I am 100% a glory seeker. Like, I seek glory. Like, if I did this, like, if I was a student that thought about a functional academic career, I wouldn't have been trying to be salutatorian. I would have tried to get my associates, get as many credits in as possible for as cheap as possible, and transfer as many of them to, like, college or university or whatever, right? Evidently, I didn't do that because I didn't want to just have some sort of functional academic career. I
Yeah.
wanted to have the glory, like I wanted to be like that guy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I've always been like that. But in a way, what you're saying is kind of like resonating with me right now. It's kind of you're making some gears twist that haven't twisted in a while. Because to you view money as your replacement for purpose, or like you're trying to like they're intertwined, and you kind of find you struggle to find the balance between the two.
Yeah.
And I 100% struggle to find the balance between glory and purpose. Because what's glory without it being focused on something, or it being directed towards a positive energy,
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
honestly, you and me, like what we're struggling with is really, really, really dangerous because both of those lead back to pride.
yeah,
And pride is one of the deadly sins, and it's like not good. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Obviously people well are aware of me struggling with pride. You know, not proud of it, trying to work on it, but yeah, like honestly, like what I at least want people to get from this pod is that if you have a goal, whether that be going to state, or I don't know, becoming the best you can at soccer or a certain sport or in a class or something like that, anything in general. You want to be a dancer, anything, a drummer, anything, you know. And if your goal, if you truly have a mindset of like an extreme, let's say a delusional type of goal, go for it. Why limit yourself because of what someone thinks of? Oh, maybe people think I'm crazy, or like, oh, you know what, like maybe that's like a far fetch. No, bro, chase it, bro. Like, what are you doing? And why are you just gonna sit around and just wait for, just basically let that thing just run off?
Yeah.
No, bro, go chase it. you know
Something I also urge people to think about, or to at least take into account when they make decisions based off other people's opinions. I started thinking way differently once I realized I actually only had one life. Like, it sounds crazy, right? Because it's common sense. You live once. After that life, you're done. This isn't Mario. You don't respawn, right? But if you take a moment to think about what that truly means, pretend like today was your last day. Do you think you would have lived up to it?
Well, we apologize. Kind of cut off.
Yeah.
What were you going for?
That's a good question. That's a really good question,
It's
dog.
because Freddy popped up.
Oh, that was a long time ago,
No
dude.
way, no way, low key.
That was a long time ago, dude. We were talking about.
I'm tripping.
We were talked about glory, money,
Oh, and then how that leads back to pride.
and then after that we started talking about something. What did we start talking about?
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's.
We're literally sharing a brain cell right now,
bro,
dude.
low key, bro. Again, we apologize, but at the same time, we don't apologize because we want you to get the whole view of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is the real. This is the real stuff right here. We don't do fake around here. I'm saying.
Okay. Like these type of conversations, like okay, right now it's like what time is it? It's like 12, huh?
By now it's 12.
Right
for
now,
sure, dude,
right now
for
it's
sure.
12. Okay, by now it's like 12. And usually me and Oscar, like sometimes we do end up, having deep, talks usually at this time because, the night hits you, you start becoming in a,
Oh yeah, you're getting your feels. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
in your feels. So, yeah, I mean, okay, one thing that, I've been struggling on, and one thing I have to get back at is honestly just spending more alone time.
Yeah.
Because, bro, honestly, ever since what happened a year, like almost 2 years ago, I can't be alone, you know? Like once I'm alone, I get into my thoughts and that just messes me up. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I
That messes
understand.
me up and I can't stand it, you know? And I just end up like, okay, bro, I have to be outside my house. You know, I have to go out. You know, like I can't be in my house, you know?
No,
I'm not
yeah.
saying that my house is a bad environment. It's a really good environment, you know?
It just makes you think.
It just makes me think and I don't like that, you know? I don't like thinking.
You just cancel out the noise with with the with the big book of wisdom.
Yeah. Which honestly, recently, that's what I've been slacking on. Like just with God in general, I just have been slacking on Him.
We just have to get to it.
Cause low key, I have been way too focused on my problems and like what's going on instead of actually on Him. You know.
Focused on the problem, but not the solution. No,
Yeah.
honestly, I see it. I've been like that too.
Yeah. And low key, I mean, even like in these times, right? Where you may not be the most highest, right? You may not be the most highest. You may not be like out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to, I guess, you have to savor the low times, you know. And these moments really, are meant for growth. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
These little moments are meant for growth, and everyone's gonna run through these type of moments. You know what I'm saying? Even maybe someone watching the pod right now is going through it or something like that. But bro, I don't know what to even say right now, bro. I had so much topics for this pod, bro,
You
and
know
I
what?
just can't get them out of my head.
You know what I've. I could not have possibly messed that sentence up anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I've had on my mind since you mentioned the whole you just mentioned it again, right? Like your heartbreak a year and a half ago or 2 years, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned how you something more recent or whatever. And we mentioned this in the first take, the one that corrupted. But I want to repeat it again because I feel like maybe these words will reach somebody that could use these words.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about how you shouldn't chase love. You shouldn't chase someone because if you chase a relationship, you're actually doing yourself more harm and you're getting farther away from like your intended purpose or your intended goal.
Yeah.
To the people that feel the need to chase a relationship or the people that feel the need to have the presence of somebody, i.e. David, but I'm talking to the people that are also watching this pod right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to all 10 of you, no, I'm just kidding. No, but to the people that are watching it and do resonate somewhat with him, this is what I'll say. Preface this by saying, though, before anything, I'm not an expert, okay? And before I claim to be what I'm about to say, I will 100% admit I got really lucky, okay? It took one class and one seating chart for me to be with the person I am with right now, okay? So a lot had to go right for it to work out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I will say. Me and David, we talked about we had a conversation about the one, right? How some people believe in the one, some people don't, right? I believe because of biblical matters and through just the order and design of the cosmos and the fact that we have an all-knowing, all-powerful, eternal being present at all times, that the one is out there. I do believe in the one. However, I disagree with the statement of, do you believe in finding the one, right? Like going out there and finding the one. I completely disagree with that statement. Instead, I believe in becoming the one, right? And the reason that is so is because imagine you find the one, right? Like she or he, right? Depending on the gender. Like if you're a girl, he, if you're a dude, her, whatever, right? But just imagine you find the one, right? And you guys start talking. You guys are doing great. But you're, at that point in time, not the one. They're going to slip out of your fingers. And after that, it is really hard to get them back. If at all even possible. So that's why I urge this guy And I urge everybody else watching that can resonate with this statement to actually check themselves and make sure that you are the one before you even consider finding the one. Because so long as you become the one, you're putting yourself in a position to be found by the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a 2 right now, then you're not going to be with the 1. You're going to be with a bunch of 2s. And if the 1 happens to stroll around, it's just going to slip out of your fingers. It's going to leave. It's going to knock and it's going to leave. So make sure that you become the 1 before you even consider finding the 1. And I wouldn't even say you consider finding the 1 because it's going to arrive to you eventually.
Yeah. Bro, it cut off again. Luckily, we didn't, miss anything, right?
No, yeah.
But it cut off again completely. Bro, the
Perfect
devil, bro.
Bro,
is just trying to be like, yo, you guys aren't recording this pod. You guys aren't getting that out,
I know.
But no.
It cut off like perfectly when I finished your
Yeah,
sentence.
especially
Though, so.
perfect. But another topic that I really want to get ahead is, look, bring the people that are good for you close, bro. Anyone that builds you up, calls you out. Anyone who actually just, is there and actually wants you to see you succeed, bring them close, Luckily, I have this dude, but just be careful on who you spend your time with, who you spend your, in this case, if you work, your money on, just focus on the people that are there for you, because I made that mistake for this whole entire, almost 2 years, right? I've been hanging out with people that are, let's just say, nel caso, they're not here anymore. I spent a lot of money, I spent a lot of time on people that are not even here no more,
Yeah.
And I became a really, people pleaser, And I'm just saying, from my mistakes, don't become a people pleaser, Stick to yourself. I'm not saying be selfish, right? And don't think about others. No, yes, if you see a poor man walking down the street, give him some money, help him out, make his day, give him some food, something like that,
Buy him a Lambo.
Okay. But in a way, I'm saying, don't just spend a lo loco. Don't just spend crazy amount of money. Don't just spend this amount of time and this amount of effort trying to please someone, trying to, do something for someone, that at the end of the day, they're not even there for you,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just don't waste your time. Have your goal. Have people around you. Center yourself, and, put God first. And just, stay on your lane, Don't care about what's going on everywhere else, Stay in your lane, and just keep it pushing. All right? And yeah, I mean, honestly, this podcast has been absolutely horrible, bro.
Bro, it's been torture.
Absolutely horrible. I don't know what's going on. It's been cutting off and everything. We had to it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's cut off quite a few times. And it's really late.
And it's really late.
Yeah. My energy in this pod, people are gonna think that we got on a fight or something. Nah, bro. It's 12 in the morning. I wanna go to bed.
But
yeah.
We just wanna get these things across.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it'll resonate with someone, maybe it won't because of our energy, or maybe we're not wording it properly.
Yeah.
But honestly, whoever's on the other screen, you're cared for, you're loved, if you ever need anything, you could DM me or Oscar, we'll reply.
Yeah.
I'll definitely reply.
I'll try my best.
Oscar's gonna be busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, just I guess this pod was kind of in a way inspired because of what Juan Flores said.
Yeah, I remember
He
told me about
sent me a voice message, I think at 2 in the morning, bro. Okay, he didn't know this, but I was down in the slums. I was in my feels, bro.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Look, bro, me, Campos, and there's 3 of them that work out. It's him, Campos, and Sergio.
Yeah.
Yeah, him, Campos, and Sergio. like they will watch our pods and they'll say that it's really motivating and stuff like that. Like that really hit, that really hit. So in a way, I want to also, help out others. I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to, give others a little boost, even though, I mean, we have nothing to show for it, right? But just I guess just talk,
Give a little bit of wisdom out there for the people that might need it as well.
and for anyone that's going through any type of hardship, bro, whether that be, financially, mentally, relationship wise, anything,
Yeah.
bro, just know that there's so many people that are struggling as well. It's not just you. It's not like, oh, why is it happening to me? Everything happens for a purpose. God has a plan. But
But also to add on to that, because I know you're not going to say this, and I don't want to forget, because I have the memory span of like a goldfish right now. God will never put you through something that he knows you can't handle.
Mm.
He's going to put you through situations that he knows you can handle, and that he knows you can overcome if you choose to overcome it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. And yeah, I mean, like with him there, like he's always gonna be there for you. He's always gonna be right there, like helping you out. You know what I'm saying?
He's the light in the very dark valleys that we traverse.
Yeah. Fair. Honestly, I have a lot of things to talk about, but I feel like we'll just save that for the next pod.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, again, we apologize.
Yeah, no, the low energy,
But I mean, I guess this is what you get.
I know, scrambled brained Oscar, and I don't know. You did a pretty decent job. I barely talked. I think I talked to like 10 lines.
That's something.
I'm willing to argue much of what I said was ambiguous because of how unclear my speech was.
That's me all the time.
That is true. You did get a C like in English. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're still with that?
Yeah, I still with that. I
That's
would have
crazy.
make fun of you for that.
But, yeah.
But before we end the pod, as final words to future Oscar, if you're watching this, I still have nothing in my mind for me to tell you. I'm as lost as you probably are right now. I hope you're a little bit more found. I mean, I hope the future Oscar has things a little bit more figured out. But if not, no pressure. Just keep on swimming, Just like Nemo. Just keep on swimming, keep on swimming. That's going to be playing in my head forever now that I said it. But yeah, just keep on swimming, keep trying,
Yeah.
And I wish you luck, buddy. I believe in you. Your past self believes in you. But your future self depends on you, so please make today count.
Shout out to your speech.
Shout out to Oscar's speech at the graduation.
Link down in bio. I got
Link down in bio. Freaking all his socials plugged. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well, I mean, thank you. If you made it this far, honestly, bro, congratulations, bro. You deserve a pat on the back, bro, for this.
Dude, you deserve a medal, man. Like the Medal of Honor, dude. You're probably like deaf by this point.
Yeah. But
You've been through like at least like the equivalent of like 3 world wars.
Yeah.
We haven't even had the third one yet, but you've been through all 3.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys watching. Have a good day or have a good night.
Or a good morning, depending on how you look
we
at
should
it.
probably get some sleep now.
Yeah, well, I actually have to finish packing.
Well, I'm gonna go home after this. Yeah.
And I'm gonna finish packing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on Valorant and I'm playing.
And I'm gonna finish packing.
All right then. Well, I mean, thank you for watching. Have a good one. God bless, and to all the people, saying that this podcast ain't gonna blow or ain't, it's pretty trash or anything. We still love you.
Yeah, and if you hate on us but you still watch us, you're still a fan.
Okay. Well then, have a good one. Peace.
All right, stay blessed.